This is JM Pedagogical Vlog, Review. Disclaimer. No copyright infringement intended. All the following questions found in this video belong to the rightful owner, for educational purposes only. You may grab a piece of paper and a pen to answer. The correct answer will be shown right after each number. Make sure to answer all the questions. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. 1. What law was passed by the Philippine Congress in 1995 which affirmed the total integration of persons with disabilities into the mainstream of society? A. Republic Act 7277. B. Republic Act 7722. C. Republic Act 7776. D. Republic Act 7784. A. Republic Act 7277. 2. A man is known by the company he keeps. This is an example of A. Poem. B. Proverb. C. Rule. D. Report. B. Proverb. 3. What is considered the earliest form of writing in the Philippines? A. Balata. B. Abacada. C. Roman alphabet. D. Baybayin. D. Baybayin. 4. What is the equation of the line whose slope is -2 and whose y-intercept is 3? A. 2x plus y equals 3. B. 2x plus 3y equals 6. C. 2x plus 2y equals 4. D. X plus 2y equals 3. A. 2x plus y equals 3. 5. Which one of the following is a result of compressing a file? A. The file is deleted. B. All file properties are lost. C. The file size is smaller. D. The 3-character extension is hidden. C. The file size is smaller. 6. What is one of the man-made wonders of the Philippines? A. Mount Makiling. B. Rice terraces. C. Tall volcano. D. Manila Bay. B. Rice terraces. 7. Which part of the brain is responsible for memory and intelligence? A. Medulla oblongata. B. Thalamus. C. Cerebellum. D. Cerebrum. D. Cerebrum. 8. The following except one are experiences that help students build a global orientation. A. Explore some of the reasons for the differences in ways of living. B. Teach about the United Nations and its specialized agencies. C. Promote the development of stereotypes and ethnic bias. D. Conduct training with schools from other countries. C. Promote the development of stereotypes and ethnic bias. 9. What type of thermonuclear reaction occurs in the sun, which generates a tremendous amount of heat energy? A. Fission. B. Fusion. C. Convection. D. Radiation. B. Fusion. 10. Which of the following bodies of water constitutes the 71% of the Earth's surface? A. Rivers. B. Seas. C. Oceans. D. Lakes. C. Oceans. 11. Any individual has the right to question why he is being arrested, and to summon his accusers to court so that due process may be performed. This right is embodied in which of the following? A. Habeas corpus. B. Res ipsa loquitur. C. Reclusion perpetua. D. Prison mayor. A. Habeas corpus. 12. What is the application of the principles of theories of human behavior in teaching and learning? A. Educational theory. B. Educational psychology. C. Educational philosophy. D. Educational sociology. B. Educational psychology. 14. Who has greater moral responsibility and why? The lazy master teacher who does not teach well, or the beginning teacher who is groping while she teaches, and so does not teach well either? A. Both are equally morally responsible. B. The master teacher, who is older and more experienced. C. The master teacher, who is expected to have more knowledge and freedom. D. Cannot be determined. Age, experience, or freedom does not necessarily make someone more or less morally responsible than the other. C. The master teacher who is expected to have more knowledge and freedom. 15. In a university, the ratio of female professors to the male professors is 8:5. If there are 75 male professors, how many are female professors? A. 120. B. 180. C. 225. D. 375. A. 120. The ratio of female to male professors is 8:5. You are asked for the number of female professors. Let F be the number of female professors. To make a proportion, we have to write it like this. 8:5 is F is to 75. To easily solve the proportion, let's change this into a fraction. 75 times 8 equals 600. Then 600 divided by 5 equals 120. Therefore there are 120 female professors in a university. 17. What game when two groups of students have a category to answer, and the group with the highest score guessed from the given topic, wins the game? A. Minute to win it. B. Wheel of Fortune. C. Deal or No Deal. D. Family Feud. D. Family Feud. 18. Why do mothers usually soak meat in pineapple juice before cooking it? A. It preserves the natural taste of meat. B. It improves the taste of meat. C. It makes meat tender. D. It removes the bad odor. C. It makes meat tender. 19. Which of the following is not a subatomic particle? A. Proton. B. Element. C. Electron. D. Neutron. B. Element. 20. Which enables the computer to communicate with other computers over the telephone? A. Modem. B. Network. C. Hypermedia. D. Internet. A. Modem. 21. Adolfo does not allow his feelings and biases to influence his recording of observations, interpretation of data, and formulation of conclusions. What scientific attitude is reflected in his actions? A. Concern for the environment. B. Rationality. C. Objectivity. D. Absence of bias. C. Objectivity. 3. Organisms that eat plants only are called A. Herbivores. B. Carnivores. C. Ovipores. D. Omnivores. A. Herbivores.
25. Ang dinanas ng mga babae sa kamay ng hukbong Hapon ay sinalaysay ni A. Diwata. B. Maria Clara. C. Orang. D. Gabriela. C. Orang.
26. To stimulate the nation's economy and to increase employment, former President Diosdado Macapagal A. Gave incentives to home cottage industries. B. Standardized the salaries of government employees. C. Borrowed money from the World Bank. D. Abolished government repressive controls. D. Abolished government repressive controls. 27. A secret word that must be entered into the computer before a person is allowed access to information is called A. Password. B. Statement. C. Input. D. Program. A. Password. 28. The continuous rebirth which is the foundation of the caste system. A. Ahimsa. B. Aparigraha. C. Samsara. D. Nirvana. C. Samsara. 29. Which is the largest country in Central Asia? A. China. B. Kazakhstan. C. Russia. D. India. B. Kazakhstan. 30. What type of cooperative provides assistance to general public such as transportation, health, and housing? A. Service. B. Credit. C. Consumer. D. Producer. A. Service.
32. Heto na, heto na, heto na, wa. Dubido-bido, bido, bido. Alin ang nabuong salita o tunog sa linya na nabuo ayon sa teoryang pupu? A na, B wa, C heto, D dubido. B wa.
33. Vascular tissue that transports water in leaves connects directly to which of the following? A. Root hairs in the epidermis. B. Meristems in the root tip. C. Xylem in the stem. D. Pistils in the flower. C. Xylem in the stem. 35. What measure of central tendency can best describe the size of T-shirts commonly used by teenagers? A. Median. B. Mode. C. Mean. D. Both A and C. B. Mode. 36. Whose philosopher is known for his entitlement theory? A. Robert Powell. B. Robert Hobbes. C. Robert Humes. D. Robert Nozick. D. Robert Nozick. 37. The amount of substance having 6.02 times 10 squared cubed of any kind of chemical unit is called A. Atomic weight. B. Mass number. C. Mole. D. Formula. C. Mole.
38. Mahal kita, hindi to bola, ngumiti ka man lang sana ako'y nasa langit na. Ang salitang pampanitikan na ginamit sa linya ng kanta ay nangangahulugang A. Sinisinta, B. Napakasaya, C. Laruan, D. Pakikipagkaibigan. B. Napakasaya.
39. How many ways can a committee of 4 people be selected from a group of 7 people? A. 35. B. 70. C. 140. D. 210. A. 35. A group consists of 7 people. A committee of 4 people has to be formed randomly from a group of 7 people. Expand the 7 people like this. Since only 4 people should be taken out of 7, 3, 2, 1, have to be removed from this equation. A committee of 4 people. Multiply all the numbers in the numerator. Equals 860. Multiply all the numbers in the denominator. Equals 24. 860 divided by 24. Equals 35. Therefore there are 35 ways a committee of 4 people can be formed randomly from a group of 7 people. 1. You cannot share what you do not have. Who portrayed it best? A. Words without deeds can never go far. B. Heaven is built on stilts. One can buy all happiness. C. Patience at the rice store queue was tested by a grumbling lady. D. The man scorned on the cross does not redeem the world without suffering. D. The man scorned on the cross not redeem the world without suffering. 42. When a person shows the ability to understand and appreciate the similarities and differences in the customs, values, and beliefs of one's culture, that person is said to A. Possess social literacy. B. Possess multicultural literacy. C. Possess sociocultural awareness. D. Possess global awareness. B. Possess multicultural literacy. 43. 4 and a fifth plus 3 and 2/7 equals A. 7 and 3/35. B. 7 and 3/12. C. 7 and a 35th. D. 7 and 17/35. D. 7 and 17/35. 4 and a fifth plus 3 and 2/7. Adding dissimilar mixed fractions. First, add the whole numbers. 4 plus 3 equals 7. The least common multiple of 5 and 7 is 35. Cross multiplication. 1 times 7 equals 7. 5 times 2 equals 10. 7 plus 10 equals 17. 7 and 17/35. Therefore 4 and a fifth plus 3 and 2/7 equals 7 and 17/35. 44. One of the objectives of Philippine education as provided in the 1987 constitutions is to promote respect for human rights. To give flesh to this constitutional mandate, President Aquino issued an order requiring human rights to be integrated in the school curricula. Which of the following specifies the said directives? A. Executive Order Number 27. B. Department of Education, Culture and Sports Order Number 61. C. Administrative Order Number 2. D. Presidential Decree Number 603. A. Executive Order Number 27. 45. What is the resulting color if we combine all primary colored lights? A. Black. B. White. C. Brown. D. Gray. B. White. 7. Which is the best evidence that helium gas is lighter than air? A. Helium-filled balloons rise in air. B. By volume, helium makes up only 0.0005% of air. C. Helium has the lowest boiling point of all elements. D. Helium atoms do not combine with other air atoms. A. Helium-filled balloons rise in air. 48. Charity begins at home. What illustrates this value? A. Patrons check out donations by the size of the advertisement. B. Millionaires send checks anonymously. C. An ambassador in Jeddah shelters battered Filipino overseas contract workers, and avoids social gatherings to be able to save food for these refugees. D. Grandparents stay with the home for the aged. They are nuisance to modern families. C. An ambassador in Jeddah shelters battered Filipino overseas contract workers, and avoids social gatherings to be able to save food for these refugees. D. A wood frame for pouring concrete has an interior perimeter of 14 meters. Its length is 1 meter greater than its width. The frame is to be braced with 12-gauge steel cross wires. Assuming an extra half meter of wire is used at either end of a cross wire for anchoring, what length of wire should be cut for each brace? A. 6 meters. B. 7 meters. C. 8 meters. D. 12 meters. A. 6 meters. 51. Which among the following represents the smallest unit of life? A. Atom. B. Cell. C. Embryo. D. Organelle. B. Cell. 52. Which one of the following is an appropriate routine to shut down a non-responding application? A. Close all open documents, and press the power button until the computer automatically switches off. B. Click Shut Down on the Start menu, and choose Shut Down from the Shutdown Windows drop-down list. C. Pull out the power cable from the back of the computer. D. Press Ctrl+Alt+Delete. Then select the non-responding application in the Task Manager window, and click End Task. D. Press Ctrl+Alt+Delete. Then select the non-responding application in the Task Manager window and click End Task. 53. How can the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program bring about social equity and economic prosperity in the country? 1. By distributing the agricultural lands to landless farmers free of charge. 2. By transferring the ownership of land to farmers for a value. 3. By helping the affected landowners to use their land compensation in viable business activities. 4. By providing support services to farmer beneficiaries. A1, 2, and 4. B, 2, 3, and 4. C1, 3, and 4. D1, 2, and 3. B, 2, 3, and 4. 54. What are the 7 C's of communication principles? A. Clarity, correctness, conciseness, courtesy, concreteness, consideration, completeness. B. Clarity, correctness, concreteness, coherence, courage, consideration, completeness. C. Clarity, correctness, conciseness, concreteness, coherence, consideration, completeness. D. Clarity, correctness, completeness, concreteness, courtesy, consideration, coherence. A. Clarity, correctness, conciseness, courtesy, concreteness, consideration, completeness.
55. Alin ang paksa sa sumusunod na pangungusap? Ginagawa niya ang pagdarasal araw-araw. A. Ginagawa. B. Araw-araw. C. Pagdarasal. D. Niya. C. Pagdarasal.
56. How many prime numbers are there between 1 and 100? A. 23. B. 24. C. 25. D. 26. C. 25. Prime numbers are whole numbers that have only 2 factors, 1 and themselves. This is the table of the prime numbers between 1 and 100. There are 25 of them. 57. When you carry a heavy load with one arm, you tend to hold your free hand away from your body in order to A. Change the mass of your body. B. Change the center of gravity of your body and load. C. Be ready to grab something in case you fall. D. Change the weight of your body and load. B. Change the center of gravity of your body and load. 58. The first Philippines president from Ilocos region was A. Ferdinand Marcos. B. Rodrigo Duterte. C. Manuel Rojas. D. Elpidio Quirino. D. Elpidio Quirino. 59. This place was truly the Queen of Danube, because of its beautiful buildings, religious images, haunting waltzes, and majestic charm. A. Paris. B. London. C. Vienna. D. Madrid. C. Vienna. 60. Some artists paint images from their dreams, which is a Western art movement where artists gathered inspiration from the depths of the subconscious mind. A. Abstract. B. Surrealism. C. Cubism. D. Expressionism. B. Surrealism. 61. To pass her English test, Lucille must get 75% of the items correct. Out of 80 questions, how many must she correctly answer? A. 50, B. 55, C. 60, D. 75. C. 60. 75% of 80 is. This is the simplest way to change percent to decimal. Move the decimal point 2 places to the left. The result is 0.75. 0.75 times 80 equals 60. Therefore 75% of 80 is 60.
62. Alin ang tamang babala sa pagtatapon ng basura? A. Huwag magtapon ng basura dito. B. Gamitin ang basurahan sa inyong bahay, huwag dito. C. Huwag mag-ipon ng basura dito. D. Dito ang tambakan ng basura. A. Huwag magtapon ng basura dito.
63. A town that is located is a location that should have most nearly 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness during December. A. Halfway between the equator and the South Pole. B. Close to the South Pole. C. Close to the North Pole. D. Close to the equator. D. Close to the equator. 64. After World War I, there were artists who started an aggressive reaction against established conventions in art and aesthetics. What is the name of this art movement? A. Modernism. B. Dadaism. C. Fauvism. D. Expressionism. B. Dadaism.
65. Ibigay ang tayutay na nagamit sa sumusunod. Ikaw ang payong ng aking buhay, silungan ng init, hatid ay proteksyon sa panahong masungit. A. Metapora. B. Simile. C. Paglilipat wika. D. Personification. A. Metapora.
66. The Rizal Day celebration reminds us about heroes' worth. A. Studying. B. Reading about. C. Emulating. D. Appreciating. C. Emulating. 67. Basically, the Philippine agrarian reform is a question of A. Environmental degradation. B. Nepotism and corruption. C. Land distribution. D. Graft and corruption. C. Land distribution. 68. Why do fisher folks catch more fish during the new moon than during the full moon? A. Fishes go near the surface during the new moon, because the water is warmer. B. Fishes are attracted to the light from the fishing boat, which fishermen make use during the new moon. C. Fishes are more active during the new moon, because the salt content of water is just right. D. Fishes look for mates during the new moon. B. Fishes are attracted to the light from the fishing boat which fishermen make use during the new moon. 69. The Republic Act 3844 was the first comprehensive agrarian reform law in the Philippines enacted during the presidency of A. Diosdado Macapagal. B. Ferdinand Marcos. C. Carlos Garcia. D. Ramon Magsaysay. A. Diosdado Macapagal. 70. To reduce electronic waste, implement a recycling system. Which belongs to an e-waste recycling system? 1. Repair. 2. Reuse. 4. Upgrading of existing equipment. A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. 1 and 2. D. 1, 2, and 3. D. 1, 2, and 3.
71. Ano ang pormasyon na pantig sa mga titik na prin sa salitang prinsesa? A. KPK. B. KKP. C. KKPK. D. KP. C. Katinig, katinig, patinig, katinig.
72. Find m in the proportion m is to 12, as 30 is to 24. A. 3. B. 15. C. 20. D. 25. B. 15. The proportion is, m is to 12 as 30 is to 24. 12 times 30, copy 24, multiply, 12 times 30, equals 360 over 24. 360 divided by 24, equals 15. Therefore the proportion is, 15 is to 12 as 30 is to 24. 73. It is the means by which the message is conveyed. A. Medium. B. Channel. C. Context. D. Decoding. B. Channel. 74. In which part of the flower develop into seeds? A. Pistil. B. Ovary wall. C. Ovary. D. Ovules. D. Ovules. 75. A behavioral psychologist would probably say that A. We act based on rewards and punishments received. B. The unconsciousness stimulates our behavior. C. Introspection is a useful way to study mental processes. D. The mind is most important when analyzing behavior. A. We act based on rewards and punishments received. 76. A teacher wants to group her pupils into groups of 3, or 5, or 6. However, she found out that if she do that there will always be one pupil left. What is the least possible number of pupils in the class? A. 11. B. 21. C. 31. D. 81. C. 31. 3, 5, 6. The least common multiple of these numbers is 30. 30 plus 1 equals 31. Therefore there are 31 pupils in the class. 77. Which is the most important perceived need and problem of the Filipino family? A. Proneness to vices. B. Unemployment or financial problems. C. Double standard on the roles of male and female. D. Overprotectiveness of children. B. Unemployment or financial problems. 78. Which communication model is also known as the mathematical theory of communication? A. Aristotle's linear model. B. Dance's helical model. C. Schramm's interactive model. D. Shannon and Weaver transmission model. D. Shannon and Weaver transmission model. 79. Which statement is true? A. Square root 3 is a real number. B. Square root 4 is an irrational number. C. Square root 5 is a rational number. D. 0 is a positive number. A. Square root 3 is a real number. 80. Which of the following best demonstrates the greenhouse principle? A. A microwave oven. B. A solar battery-powered calculator. C. A car with rolled-up windows. D. A heated aquarium. C. A car with rolled-up windows. 81. An operation to permanently prevent pregnancy. The fallopian tubes are blocked or sealed to prevent the eggs reaching the sperm and becoming fertilized. A. Contraceptive patch. B. Vasectomy. C. Female sterilization. D. Female condom. C. Female sterilization. 82. Which is the brain of a computer? A. Random access memory. B. Software. C. Peripheral. D. Central processing unit. D. Central processing unit. Which among the following is an example of a transfer payment? A. Unemployment benefits. B. Government purchases. C. Rent. D. Profit. A. Unemployment benefits. 85. What is the result from a contradictory emotional or psychological attitude? A. Bifurcation. B. Bipolarization. C. Ambidexterity. D. Ambivalence. D. Ambivalence. 86. In the Philippine government, the earliest and smallest service of governance is the A. Barrio. B. Barangay. C. Poblation. D. Municipality. B. Barangay. 87. The Philippines belongs to the type of biome called A. Deciduous forest. B. Taiga. C. Tropical rainforest. D. Grassland. C. Tropical rainforest. 88. What is the probability chain in communication patterns? A. Communication where information flows randomly between people. B. Communication where the message is transmitted by a central source. C. Communication through official documents and policies. D. Communication where information is passed to pre-selected groups. A. Communication where information flows randomly between people. 89. The collection of stories and folk tales in an Arabian setting, which has endured the ages and continues to certainly entertain the young and the old alike through various media, is entitled A. The Prince of Persia. B. Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. C. The Magic Carpet. D. 1001 Nights. D. 1001 Nights. 90. The ratio of the number of red, green, and blue balls in a box is 2:5:6. How many green balls are there, if there are 52 balls in all? A. 4. B. 8. C. 20. D. 24. C. 20. The ratio is 2:5:6. Add all these numbers, equals 13. The proportion is, copy 5 as it is the ratio of green balls, and 13 the total number of the ratio, while 52 the total number of balls. G represents the number of green balls needed to find from the problem. Multiply 52 times 5 equals 260, divided by 13 equals 20. Therefore there are 20 green balls out of the 52 ball. Refers to cognitive bias, wherein the interviewer makes a judgment about the applicant's overall potential for the performance of the job considering a single characteristic like the way he or she talks, sits, dresses, etc. A. Helical. B. Eccentric. C. Halo effect. D. Transmissional. C. Halo effect. 93. Which of the following statements about living things is false? A. All living things have a nervous system. B. All living things are capable of reproduction. C. All living things are composed of cells. D. All living things use energy to function. A. All living things have a nervous system. 94. Someone wrote, environment relates to the profound relationship between matter, nature, and society, and in such a context, ICTs bring new ways of living in a more interconnected society, all of which reduces our dependency on matter and affects our relationship with nature. What does this convey? A. Environment affects ICT. B. ICT brings us away from an interconnected society. C. ICT impacts on environment. D. Environment and ICT are poles apart. C. ICT impacts on environment. 95. The members of the Federation of Cooperatives are A. Natural persons. B. Primary. C. Secondary. D. Primary and secondary cooperatives. D. Primary and secondary cooperatives. 96. If a die is rolled, what is the probability of getting a number divisible by 2? A. 1/2. B. 1/3. C. 1/4. D. 1/6. A. 1/2. Here are the faces of a die. There are 6 faces. Faces divisible by 2 are 2, 4, and 6. There are 3. Place it as the numerator. Simplify. 3 and 6 are divisible by 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Therefore the probability of getting a number divisible by 2 from a rolled dice is 1/2. 97. An ant colony stores food in the summer, defends itself by stinging enemies, and invades a competing ant colony and steals larvae and uses them as new workers. What is the term to best describe how this species copes with everyday life? A. Environmental habitation. B. Ecological success. C. Ecological niche. D. Ecological defeat. C. Ecological niche. 98. Two air masses have the same humidity. Which of the following can also be said about them? A. They have the same volume. B. They have the same temperature. C. Both have rain clouds. D. None of the above. D. None of the above.
79. Ano ang ibig sabihin ng mode of discourse? A. Rehistro ng wika kung saan nauukol ito sa layunin at paksa ayon sa larangang sangkot ng komunikasyon. B. Rehistro ng wika kung saan nauukol ito sa personal na pag-uusap. C. Rehistro ng wika kung saan nagbabago ang wikang ginamit depende sa kausap. D. Rehistro ng wika na umayon sa paraang pasalita o pasulat. D. Rehistro ng wika na umayon sa paraang pasalita o pasulat.
100. You are a member of a cooperative which operates taxis, tricycles, and buses. Of which type of a cooperative are you a member? A. Marketing cooperative. B. Service cooperative. C. Producers cooperative. D. Multipurpose cooperative. B. Service cooperative. 101. What instrument is used to measure the intensity of earthquakes? A. Hydrograph. B. Barograph. C. Seismograph. D. Thermograph. C. Seismograph. 102. How do I love thee, let me count the ways, is the first line of a famous love sonnet written by A. Emily Bronte. B. Jane Austen. C. Elizabeth Browning. D. J.K. Rowling. C. Elizabeth Browning. 4. Mr. Lucido deposited 225 pesos in the bank. If his deposit consisted of 29 bills, consisting of 5 peso, and 10 peso bills, how many 10 peso bills did he deposit? A. 13. B. 14. C. 15. D. 16. D. 16. Let X be the number of 5 peso bills. And let Y be the number of 10 peso bills. X plus Y equals 29. It is the equation of the total number of bills. Multiply these 5, 10, to X and Y respectively. It will look like this. 5X plus 10Y equals 225. This is the equation for the total amount of bills. Since we are looking for the number of 10 peso bills, we can multiply this equation by 5. It is the number of 5 peso bills. 5 times x equals 5x. 5 times y equals 5y. 5 times 29 equals 145. Copy this equation here, then subtract. Cancel 5x and 5x. 10y minus 5y equals 5y. 225 minus 145 equals 80. To get the value of y we have to divide both sides by 5. Cancel 5. 80 divided by 5 equals 16. Therefore there are 16 10 pesos bills from the 225 pesos that Mr. Lucido deposited in the bank.
105. Ang babae ay huwag mong tingnang isang bagay na libangan lamang, kundi sangkatuwang at karamay sa mga kahirapan nitong kabuhayan. Jacinto, ang tungkulin ng wika sa linya ay A. Pang-interaksyonal, B. Pan-regulatory, C. Pang-heuristiko, D. Pang-instrumental. B. Pan-regulatory.
106. Who was the first editor of La Solidaridad? A. Jose Rizal. B. Juan Luna. C. Graciano Lopez Haina. D. Marcelo H. del Pilar. C. Graciano Lopez Haina. 107. Filipino writer whose stories and poems depict Filipino-Spanish cultural beliefs and traditions. A. Nick Joaquin. B. Bienvenido Santos. C. Edilberto Tiempo. D. N.V.M. Gonzalez. A. Nick Joaquin. 108. Maternity leaves are extended to women. What legal provision extends this? A. Article 12 Bill of Rights. B. Article 14 Education. C. Article 13 Role and Rights of People's Organization. D. Article 13 Section 14 Women. D. Article 13 Section 14 Women. 110. In an English test, 8 students obtained the following scores: 10, 15, 12, 18, 16, 24, 12, and 14. What is the median score? A. 14. B. 14.5. C. 15.5. D. 15. B. 14.5. The scores of the 8 students are 10, 15, 12, 18, 16, 24, 12, 14. Arrange the numbers in ascending numbers. Since 8 is an even number, the median is the average of the middle 2 data points. These are 14 and 15. 14 plus 15 over 2 equals 29 halves. 29 divided by 2 equals 14.5. Therefore the median is 14.5. 111. The sociological concept of home for most Filipinos is the presence of A. Families with illegal light and water connections. B. Families with boarders in addition to the family members. C. Families with pet dogs and cats. D. Nuclear family and extended families. D. Nuclear family and extended families. 112. Most asteroids are found between the 2 planets. A. Venus and Earth. B. Earth and Mars. C. Mars and Jupiter. D. Jupiter and Saturn. C. Mars and Jupiter. 113. If threat of punishment is necessary on erring students, how should this best be done? A. Make the threat with immediate punishment. B. First a warning before the threat. C. Warn and threat at the same time. D. Make the threat and reinforce with warning. B. First a warning before the threat. 114. What is the exact date of Rizal's birth? A. June 19, 1862. B. June 19, 1860. C. June 19, 1858. D. June 19, 1861. D. June 19, 1861. 115. Which is the method of growing vegetables and low plants in a nutrient-packed aerated solution with no soil at all? A. Natural farming. B. Hydroponics. C. Vegetative cultivation. D. Aerial cultivation. B. Hydroponics. 116. What does Brundtland Commission define as development that meets the needs of the present, without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs? A. Sustainable development. B. Uncompromising development. C. Ecological development. D. Environmental development. A. Sustainable development. 117. Is data that has been organized or presented in a meaningful way? A. Storage. B. Software. C. Information. D. Process. C. Information. 118. Which among the following statements is always true? A. The supplement of an angle is acute. B. The complement of any acute angle is acute. C. Two supplementary angles are congruent. D. The complement of an angle is obtuse. B. The complement of any acute angle is acute. 119. Of the pledges of the President of the Philippines is to defend its A. Land. B. Islands. C. Citizens. D. Constitution. D. Constitution. 120. Which of the following facts support the Big Bang Theory's explanation of the creation of the universe? A. The universe will have background radiation. B. The universe does not expand nor contract. C. The universe has no beginning nor end. D. The universe seldom expand. A. The universe will have background radiation. 121. Among models of reading strategies, what did student Jane adopt when she reads back and forth, attending to both what is in her mind and what's on the page? A. Top-down. B. Bottoms-up. C. Interactive. D. Down-top. C. Interactive.
122. Ang mga mata mo ay tulad ng bituin sa kalangitan. Ano ang ginamit na pagpapahayag dito? A. Pagwawangis. B. Pagtutulad. C. Personification. D. Pang-uyam. B. Pagtutulad.
123. When two missing digits in a given number are replaced, the number is divisible by 99. What is the number? A. 85,021. B. 85,031. C. 85,041. D. 85,051. C. 85,041. Solve. 85,041 divided by 99 equals 859. 124. Who was the last Spanish Governor-General of the Philippines? A. Basilio Agustin. B. Diego de los Rios. C. Fermín Jordans. D. Ramón Blanco. B. Diego de los Rios. 126. Robert Frost wrote the poem, Acquainted with the Night, from which the stanza is taken. I have been one acquainted with the night. I have walked out in rain back in rain. I have outwalked the farthest city light. The poet in the stanza talks of A. Isolation and loneliness. B. Joy getting out of the house. C. Youthful delight playing in the rain. D. Happiness in having been acquainted with the night. A. Isolation and loneliness. 127. Excursions are encouraged to allow participants to see places. All the 400 personnel fell ill. Doctor's laboratory findings traced the cause to A. Excessive fat. B. Food poisoning. C. Excitement. D. Congestion on the bus. B. Food poisoning. 129. What is pidgin in the context of language development? A. A highly formal and academic language. B. A formal language used in legal settings. C. A language used among friends and acquaintances. D. A new language developed when speakers of different languages need to communicate. D. A new language developed when speakers of different languages needed to communicate.
130. Isang dulog pampatikan na kung saan ang pagpapakahulugan sa isang tekstong binasa ay nakapokus sa sariling panlasa ng mambabasa at kilala rin sa katawagan na reader response theory. A. Antropolohiya. B. Impresyonista. C. Pansikolohiya. D. Patalambuhay. B. Impresyonista.
131. The least common multiple LCM of 2, 3 and 4 is A. 2, B. 12, C. 14, D. 24. B. 12. Finding the LCM, using the prime factorization method. The factors of 2 are itself 2, and 1, there is no need to write 1. Factor of 3 is 3. Factor of 4 is 2 times 2. The LCM 2, 3, 4 equals 2 times 2 times 3 equals 12. Therefore the LCM of 2, 3, and 4 is 12. 132. Which method of reproduction provides for the most variety of offspring? A. Asexual reproduction. B. Cloning. C. Cellular reproduction. D. Sexual reproduction. D. Sexual reproduction. 133. Analects, which are short and witty sayings that treat of moral values and good human relation, are attributed to A. Lao Tzu. B. Mao Zedong. C. Confucius. D. Mencius. C. Confucius. 134. A losing senatorial candidate may file a protest against the winner. What body will assume jurisdiction over the case? A. Regional Trial Court. B. Supreme Court. C. Comelec. D. Electoral Tribunal. D. Electoral Tribunal.
135. Piliin ang salitang may diptongo. A. Tihaya. B. Yoyong. C. Kamay. D. Lawa. C. Kamay.
136. Who was the Spanish mestizo priest who first led the native secular clergy in the secularization movement in 1861? A. Father Pedro Peláez. B. Father Gregorio Agli Pai. C. Father Jacinto Zamora. D. Father José Burgos. A. Father Pedro Peláez. 137. In a flame test, the presence of a boron in a solution is evident by what color of flame? A. Gold. B. Bright green. C. Lilac. D. Brick red. B. Bright green. 138. The famous character in Rizal's novel who became the symbol of the abused Filipino mothers was A. Perlita. B. Tia Isabel. C. Sissa. D. Maria Clara. C. Sissa. 139. Steam rising, rain falling from clouds, hot weather warming bodies of water, are examples of the process called A. Conduction. B. Conservation. C. Convection. D. Radiation. C. Convection. 140. With the Batasang Pambansa, performing legislative and executive powers in the Marcos regime, which form of government was implemented? A. Presidential. B. Dictatorial. C. Parliamentary. D. Monarchical. C. Parliamentary. 141. What form of government is characterized by the separation of powers? A. Aristocracy. B. Presidential. C. Parliamentary. D. Monarchical. B. Presidential. 142. Among the groups of elements on the periodic table, which group is the most stable? A. Noble gas. B. Period. C. Halogens. D. Family. A. Noble gas. 143. Who is known as the father of the local government code? A. Joseph Estrada. B. Joey Lina. C. Aquilino Pimentel. D. Jovito Salonga. C. Aquilino Pimentel. 144. Governor-General Narciso Claveria was the one who ordered the A. Resettlement of Filipino communities in Cabeceras. B. Tobacco monopoly. C. Founding of the Union Obrera Democrática. D. Use of Spanish surnames by Filipinos. D. Use of Spanish surnames by Filipinos. 145. Which is the main goal of drug abuse education? A. Arrest. B. Control. C. Prevention. D. Rehabilitation. C. Prevention. 146. A toothpick can sit on the surface of water due to A. Atmospheric pressure. B. Buoyancy. C. Surface tension. D. Viscosity. C. Surface tension. 147. Tax imposed on all employed and practicing professionals. A. Community tax. B. Income tax. C. Inheritance tax. D. Real estate tax. B. Income tax. 148. The acronym HTML means hypertext markup. A. Label. B. Language. C. Letter. D. Line. B. Language. 149. The Philippines and the other nations' health are well ministered by an organization. Which is mentioned for this? A. UNESCO. B. United Arabs. C. United Nations. D. World Health Organization. D. World Health Organization.
150. Ang may akda ng tulang, ako ang daigdig. A. Alejandro Abadilla. B. Amado Hernandez. C. Aurelio Tolentino. D. Jose Corazon de Jesus. A. Alejandro Abadilla.
How many correct answers did you get from this drill? Comment it down below. I hope you got a passing score of 113 and above. If not, don't give up, you're almost there. You did your part. Try it again. If you try more, you will master it. Good luck LPT cutie. Claim it. Thank you for your willingness and participation. See you in the next drills. The next video will appear on screen and click it to watch.